So their fingernails and toenails are painted with kinshuka juice, and they are, highly in demand. And in fact, if you order them, you have to wait several lifetimes to get them. But I have, because of the Satya Sankalpa that I have a ready supply. I can deploy this supply to you right away. So they come in bunches. You don't have to entertain them. They entertain you. They entertain each other. And they come with animals. And they come with ratha, sarathaha, rathaihi saha vartante, sarathaha. And then not only that, what are they going to do? They make music. Oh, great. Now I have to make them practice and buy them violins? No. Turyaihi saha vartante iti saturyaha. Turya is a musical instrument. So they bring their own musical instruments. If they are celestial, what are the nature of the musical instruments? They too are celestial. Celestial ladies, celestial women bringing celestial chariots, bringing celestial musical instruments in order to make heavenly music where in this stupid Martyaloka of yours. Endlessly they will entertain. And he says, a little Bhashya he gives for his own thing. Nahi idrishaha labhaniyaha manushyahi. These kinds of ladies are not gained by men, in the SIC, okay, yeah, are not gained by men. So are not gained by men folk anywhere. Idrishaha. Yesterday I explained drik, so that idrik, tadrik, yadrik. Idrik means what? Like this. Tadrik, like that. Yadrik, like what? So idrishaha, feminine. Idrishaha, idrishaha, like these. You are not going to gain the kinds of which are not even rare, unavailable in Martyaloka by men. Na labhaniyaha. In fact, what's going to happen to you as a result? You are going to be the most sought after for parties. Yeah. Because when they'll invite you not for you but for the ladies, you will get the invitation, but they'll say, bring the ladies along. Please bring the dancing girls with you. And then you will be the most sought after man in town. Everyone will want you. And everybody will be surrounded by fair weather friends, because shallow fellows who are coming just to have curious shallow fellows who want to just have a look at what is available. What are these heavenly delights abiding in your home? Come on, show them, share them, And these ladies will never make you miss cable television, which is yet to be invented, This is the first glimpses of channel changing, You just go like this and they change their dress and come. You go like this, they become from singers, they start dancing. You go like this, then suddenly they are peeling the grapes. Why? To feed you. And then you go like this, and they are starting to massage your whole body. And then you go, no, not that massage. Then they will give a shiatsu. And, if you say, I don't want this other one, they will give a oriental, say Japanese style shiatsu. Then you say, no, I want chiropractic treatment. No, man, no problem. They will make you click in places you never thought was possible. And then they will align you. Not to Vedanta, align you physically, so that you stand tall and proud because you have them. And then on hot days, they will bring cool rose-scented water, remove your footwear and give you a pedicure. They'll put this rose-scented water and milk mixture they will bring. They will reverentially place your feet in this mixture and massage the feet. Adi Shankara is going to talk all this. Some of it is made up, but rest of it he's going to talk about. Don't think I make up everything. I just need a little spark, that's all. Then they will massage your hands. And then as you grow older and you start forgetting where you put things, because they are going to be with you all your life. They are heavenly. They are not subject to disease, death, nothing. As long as they are under my thing. They are going to, when you die, they are still going to be there. So as you are doddering around and you forget your glasses, they will bring you your glasses. They will bring you your clothes. They will bring you all kinds of things. So these are delightful, celestial paricharakas, glorified servants. Paricharaka. Pari means all around. Charati. Yeah. And the one who causes, it's a causal kind of a compound, paricharaka. The one who is caused to paricharofy is called paricharaka. Paricharika. Paricharika means paricharaka, male servant. Paricharika, female domestic help. Here it's not domestic, celestial help. So I'm going to send you a bunch of ladies who are as beautiful as they are delightful, and whose face you will have never, the likes of whom, idrishaha nalabhaniyaha manushya in the likes of whom are not even imagined, let alone seen in the world of the mortals, and they will entertain you. You will never be bored. You will be the talk of the town, and you will have musical satsangs in your house every night, and they will dance and sing for you endlessly. And then what? And then he says they come with their own musical instruments, and they can even be a chauffeur. They can take you on their celestial chariot for a ride. And then what? Abhihi, by these ladies. Who are these ladies? Mat prattabhihi, sent by me. Prattaha preshitaha. So same thing. Mat preshitabhihi, sent by me. These ladies who are sent by me, paricharayasva, may you cause them to serve you. May you get served by them. So paricharika, pari plus char. Paricharika, paricharakaha, masculine paricharika, feminine, and then paricharayasva, it is made into a verb. It's verbified. So may you cause yourself to be served by them. Paricharayasva. May you take their service. May you be benefiting from their service. Oh Nachiketa, anything I'll give you. But, maranam, about death. Don't. Anuprakshihi, don't ask disturbing questions about death. And Adi Shankara says, like counting the crow's teeth. How many teeth does the crow have? How many teeth does it have? Quick.
It doesn't know.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so suppose, somebody says, how many teeth does the crow have? Asti nava. Is it there or not? Is it easy to ascertain? That's the idea. Is it easy to ascertain whether the crow has teeth? No. Because first you have to catch the crow. Then you have to say ah, and what will it say? Ka. And doesn't know how to say ah. But nonetheless, when it opens its mouth, then you have to put a torch, a flashlight, and then look. And look and see. This is very difficult to do. So that is why the expression, the idiom, kakadanta pariksha. Pariksha means the inspection of the mouth of the crow or the teeth of the crow is a very difficult thing to accomplish. How many people can catch a crow? Nobody wants to catch a crow. Crow is not very savory, and so nobody wants to catch it. And then if you try looking in the mouth, you'll be pecked out of the house. It's a very, all these birds, they are very aggressive. They can protect themselves. Don't think, they don't have hands. They can do a lot with their beak. More than what you can do with the two hands to ward them off, they can do with one single beak. And so, kakadanta pariksham ma kuru. Don't do this futile exercise of asking me about death. What happens after death? Are we there? Are we not there? What happens to us? Where do we go? And what is this all about? And what is the nature of the thing that survives death? Don't go there. In fact, it's easier to catch the crow and open the mouth and look into the mouth and count the teeth if it has any. But really speaking, this is a futile exercise and it is very difficult, and you seem to be obsessed with one thing. And I have given you in the last 3 mantras a whole bevy of not just women, but a bevy of desires that you can choose from and that you can use. And so anything you ask, you choose bundle number 1. I'll even tell you the pros, cons, and and all of them come without expiry date. So bundle number 1 you choose, bundle number 2 or bundle number 3, but leave me alone. Don't bundle in death and questions about Atma there. This is what he says. Let us look at Bhashya. ये कामाः प्रार्थनीयाः दुर्लभाश्च मर्त्यलोके सर्वांस्तान् कामान् छन्दतः इच्छातः प्रार्थयस्व. Ye kamaha, those desires, prarthaniyaha, meaning that which is sought after. Yeah, prarthaniyaha means that which are sought after. Durlabhaha, that which are difficult to get in the realm of the mortal world. Martyaloka, mortal world, where everything is subject to limitation. So, the world of mortals, Martya, Loka, and so it is 6 TP, Martyasya Loka. But Karmani Shashti, the Loka for which is populated by the mortals. Yeah, the Loka of the mortals. And the Loka which is populated by mortals. So Sarvan Stan, all of them, see Sarvan plus Stan becomes that there is by Sandhi, the Anuswara, takes on an additional sibilant. So, Sarvan Stan, same thing we hear, Kamansh Chandatah, Kamansh Chandatah, Ichchatah, Prarthayasva. Prarthayasva means ask. Chandatah means Ichchatah, according to your choice. Recklessly ask. It's very straightforward. Kimcha imaha divyaha apsarasaha ramayanti purushani iti ramaha. Yeah. Kimcha, and furthermore Ramaha. Yeah. Kimcha, furthermore, imaha divyaha apsarasaha. Apsarasaha means the nymphs, heavenly nymphs. Divyaha, heavenly, apsarasaha, nymphs. So these celestial nymphs, why are they called Ramaha? Because Ramayanti Purushani iti Ramaha. Their names are Rama. But it's not that I am sending Rama down. Rama here means a different derivation. Rama means what usually? Ramante yasmin yoginaha. That in which all the yogis revel is called Rama, the Lord, the truth of the Atma. In which the yogis also revel, Rama. But this is not, this is what, who revels in these Ramas? Purushani Ramayanti. They who delight the men. Yeah. They who delight here, Purusha means men. They who delight all the men folk, Ramayanti iti Ramaha. Saharathaihi Vartante iti Sarathaha Saturyaha Savaditraha. Yeah. So then those who delight men folk. Now who are these? How do they come? Rathaihi saha vartante. So the word saha means along with. And then if you want to say the person came along with the chariot, sarathaha. The person along with the chariot is called sarathaha. The one who is with the chariot. Means, and that is elucidated, rathaha rathena saha. If it's one ratha, here there are many. Rathena saha vartate, meaning always remains or always comes along with the chariot. So that ha is gone in this particular compound and sarathaha. Saturyaha. Turya means vaditra. Vaditra means any kind of acoustic and this noise making instrument. Vaditra. And Vaditra is a noise maker. So they come with celestial noise making instruments. Vaditraihi saha vartante. Nahi vaditascha. Tascha nahi labhaniyaha prapaniyaha idrishaha evam vidhaha manushyaih martyaihi asmadadi prasadamantarena. Yeah. So these idrishaha evam vidhaha. Idrishaha means evam vidhaha. Evam vidhaha means idrishaha. What does it mean? Like these. The likes of which, rather. Idrishaha, the likes of which, manushyahi, by the mortals, martyaihi, labhaniyaha, na labhaniyaha. Martyaihi. So the likes of which are not able to be got by who? By the mortals. But then how are you getting it? Mad asmadadi prasadam antarena. They are not, the mortals are not able to get this other than by being blessed by celestials such as myself. Asmadadi. Adipadat, Indra, etc. Everybody is included. So, by celestials such as myself, Asmadadi, by the likes of me, Asmadadi, Prasadam, blessing, Antarena, Vina. Vina means what? Without. Antarena means? Just now I explained. Without, yeah. Antarena means Vina. Vina means without. So what does Antarena mean? Without. So without my blessing, without my intention, my sankalpa, the likes of these kinds of heavenly celestial delights in the form of ladies with chariots, ladies with musical instruments are not able to be found in the world of mortals unless they are dispatched by my will and people like me, other celestials like me. Understood? Yeah. Abhihi. Oh, one more note. That Vina without always takes third case. Very rarely fifth, but third case. So, prasadam antarena, So like this, antarena. So like this. That is manushyahi. That's why the third case is there. So here, abhihi, matprattabihi, maya dattabhihi, paricharinibhihi, paricharayasva. Yeah. So abhihi, by these, matprattabhihi is from the Shruti. He is explaining it as maya dattabhihi. By these which are given by me. gifted by me. Datta here means gifted. By these which are presented to you by myself, what? Paricharini. Paricharakaha, Paricharini, another alternative. You can say Paricharika or you can say Paricharin, Paricharini, Paricharin. That same in. And then Paricharini, feminine of ini. In is ini. So the in becomes na because there is a ra there. So Paricharini. Paricharini bhihi. By these, servile ladies who are very obliging and they'll do anything you tell them. And then Paricharayasva. Cause yourself to be comfortable, made comfortable by their seva. Make them do seva. And of course, you're so, small, you don't know how. Let me teach you. Atmanam, Pada Prakshalana, Pada Prakshalanadi, Sushrusham, Karaya, Atmanah ityartha. Ask them to bring a big bowl of water, rose petals, milk, some essential oils. Yeah, all that is included. For what? Pada Prakshalanam. Ask them to start by giving you a pedicure from kshal to wash. I think 10th conjugation. So, kshal to wash. Kshal becomes kshal. So, prakshalanam. Pra plus kshal plus lut. So, prakshalanam. That's why it becomes anam. A neuter noun here, so makes it a noun. So the washing, prakshalanam, is the since pra comes, there is some beauty aids there. That's why I put in the rose petal and the essential lavender oil and the milk and the cool water mixture. And because the pra means special foot washing, which is pedicure. So make them give you a nice pedicure. Let them massage the feet. Let them massage the body. Let them take away all the stress of the day. Let them help you. And then this is how you can put them to work. Nothing is too little for them. They will even do this. That's why Adi Shankara gives. They will even wash your feet. They will adore you. And then what? So ityarthaha. And then Nachiketa. Maranam. Oh no, not Nachiketa. Nachiketa. Maranam. Marana sambandham prashnam. Prete asti nasti iti. Kakadanta. Pariksha rupam. Ma anuprakshihi. Ma evam. Prashtum arhasi. Yeah. So, Nachiketa, oh Nachiketa, Maranam means what? Death related. Marana sambandham, death related. All these morbid things. Look at all the delights I am offering to. And what are you focused on? Silly, morbid, stupid, death related questions. What's wrong with you? Here are all these Ramaha who are going to wash your feet with rose water and who are going to sing for you and dance for you. Here is long life and a big kingdom, and I'm giving you all these things. And all right, since you're a modern boy, I'll throw in Xbox and free Wi-Fi for life and all the smart phones and tablets that you can want, and everything I will give you. Everything will be automatically, all your apps will be upgraded, and you can just do that. You can just be with your whole retinue of delights. And what are you focused on? Death. What will happen after death? Is this Atma there? Is Atma not there? What is this nature of Atma? Just quit asking such questions. Stop. Ma anuprakshihi. You don't deserve to ask this question, especially faced with all these bundles. Choose one bundle, hurry up. Yummy is waiting, my dinner is getting cold, I already told you. And you're taking a long time for this third boon. Come on, hurry up and stop this. Stop pressing me like one does, and like the oil seller presses the sesame seed. Stop tormenting me with this question. And it is as good as Kakadanta Pariksha, meaning who has ascertained by looking into the crow's mouth whether it has teeth or not, and what is the color of its molars. Who has ascertained? No one, because it's impossible to do. So this comes under the realm of near impossible situations. So and he says, you don't deserve to put me in this position. Yeah. So meaning, how does he say that? Prashtum na arhasi. Prashtum from prich, which becomes prashtum when the suffix tumun is added, gerund. It is gerundified. So means what? You don't deserve to ask. That to ask becomes tumun, prashtum. And so prashtum and na is a gerund. So you don't deserve to ask me, put me in this situation. And Nachiketa has been chewing his gum up till now, quietly. And now he mounts a series of very good, an arsenal of responses which show Yama that not only is he qualified for the knowledge, but he is more qualified than Yama himself. So, this is what he says. Evam pralobhamanopi san Nachiketa Mahahridavad Akshobhyah Evam pralobhamanopi san, even though he was thus goaded, tempted, even though he was thusly tempted, variously tempted, so many bundles, celestial delights, mystery box, all these things, X box, everything was offered to him. He was, in manifold ways tempted. What does he do? What does Nachiketa, what does he do? Mahahradavat, like a big, deep, grand, placid lake. Hrada is lake. Mahahrada, like a deep, complacent, placid lake, which is not generally given to, what is that? Kshobha, which is akshubdha. Kshobha here means full of contradictions, generally it means, but here it means, what is that? Defects, free of defects, generally it means, but here it means free of disturbance, unperturbed. Akshobha, akshubdha san, being completely free of disturbance, unperturbed like a placid deep lake. He was unperturbed. By what? Unshaken, ityartha. Unshaken by all these delights that were given to him on a platter. He just listened to all of them out of politeness. And then, he who was quiet up till now, in a way, he didn't react. He didn't say, oh, don't you think I'm qualified for this knowledge? How dare you test me? He didn't get defensive like a lake. He just sat there quietly. And when he stopped talking, Lord Yama, he responded completely unperturbed. Let's see what he says. Shobhavamartyasya yadantakaitat sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejah api sarvam jivitamalpameva tavaiva भावास्तव नृत्य गीते हे antaka. Oh, the one who brings antaka is antam karoti iti antakah. Yes. Yes. Anta plus nul becomes aka. The doer of anta. That if you look at the person, everything ends. Yeah. You know, it's like talking to the head of the CEO of a demolition crew. Hey Antaka, you know, the one whose name brings in resolution, dissolution, demolition of everything. Oh, you end maker, Antaka. What about it? Shvobhava. Shvaha, means tomorrow. Shvobhava means the things that are up till tomorrow. Bhava means existence. Shvobhava, things that have an iffy existence, meaning will they see tomorrow or won't they see tomorrow? Iti sandeha, doubt. So the iffy tomorrow things you are offering me, things that may not remain tomorrow you are offering me. Hey Antaka, Shvobhava. For what? What is this iffiness for? Martyasya. I am a mortal, like you have pointed out unceremoniously in so many of the other verses. I am a mortal, and whether I am here or tomorrow or not, it is doubtful. And you know that because hey Antaka, you are the one who is responsible for me being a mortal. It's in your hands. That's why it's appropriate this address. Hey Antaka, oh you killjoy, you are you spoil sport of all mortals. You are the one whose life rests. My life rests in your hands. And then what are you doing? You're offering me all these delights. And then he says, with what kinds of, how am I going to enjoy this delight? Because part of succumbing to death is also succumbing to old age, jara. And the jara starts with the mind. Tejas gets jarified, geriatrified. Tejas means that, when you call someone, hey you, oh, you're calling me, what would you like? Generally that is the response. What can I do for you? Or just turning around and looking. So when you call out to someone and they look and they ask you tomorrow, what did you want? Why did you call me? Obviously there is some synapses are not firing properly. There is a delay. This is what is called jarayanti. The geriatrification is called jarayanti. It's made into a word. Geriatrified. What? Atrophied. Also what? Tejaha. Tejaha means the brilliance of what? Of all the indriyas, including the mind. And you look at elderly people, they will put so much salt that then it will be a shortage in spite of being surrounded by oceans. Yes, so much salt. I remember one grand uncle when I was small, and he was ticked off, something was wrong. Everybody knew, and all the children, all of us knew to keep a safe distance. We were told just do namaskar, pranam, and then come away. Because harmless, but something was off. Everything he had to do three times. He had this 3 fixation. So no matter how much, at high blood pressure also, no matter how much salt you put, he would ask for the salt and put it 3 times on the food. Still would say it's lacking salt. I still remember that he would put 3 times, without tasting. And so then the people would not even put salt because he's already putting 3 teaspoons of salt on. He used to eat very little, 90. And so, eats this much. So on this much rice, if you put 3 teaspoons of salt, that means jarayanti tejaha. Cannot taste, cannot hear, cannot see. and and you are not able to enjoy life. So the tongue is worn out. That's why the taste buds have worn out. Like those cows. What were the cows? Pitodakaha, then Jagdhatrinaha, and the third one? Dugdadohaha. The fourth one? Nirindriyaha. That is the one. The Indriyas have departed from whom? So, a person who has taken leave of the Jnanendriyas. Yes. No Indriyas, no senses don't work. And so, Jarayanti Tejaha. Not only by age it happens, but he is making another point, that these delights quicken the aging process. Not the delights themselves, their indulgence. Indulging in anything. You find yourself aging faster and faster because you need more and more of it to keep you occupied. And now there is a new survey they have done, is that if you watch, I think 2 hours of TV per day, then you know what happens? Your life expectancy cuts down by 3 months for every hour of TV that you watch. This is drastic. So 2 hours of TV if you watch per day, 6 months of your life is gone. This is what they have found out. NIH, I think, has done this study. That if you are sitting, and it's not just about watching, it's also about sitting. And usually when people sit in front of TV, they want popcorn or something to keep on munching. So they're eating mindlessly and watching, and also watching that same thing all the time, some mindless thing all the time. If you're watching, then the level of the activity in the brain waves deteriorate. Yeah. Unlike meditation, what is that waves that come when you meditate? Delta waves? Some wave. Yeah, some wave. Right now it has waved goodbye, so I cannot think of it, but I always get confused between this. But some kind of wave that is there in meditation, the total opposite of it is there when you watch TV. And there is something about that flashing, when the scenes, usually between 2 scenes there is that fade effect, which is fine for the mind and the buddhi. But sometimes to make the point across, especially in advertisements or in these stories, they just flash. It's very injurious to the brain activity. It's like a taser for the brain. This is what they have found out. And it shortens the life, and not only shortens the life, it has a degenerative effect. So these bundles that you are offering in lieu of cable TV, they also have the same effect. These ancient bundles, these ancient channels of this Rama, that Rama, all these Ramaniya ladies, along with all their things, they are going to dissipate the little life force that the Martyas are blessed with. And by offering these to me, what are you doing? You are robbing me of my sanity, because these are going to make me senile. And overindulgence in all these things are going to make the person totally useless for any transaction, he says. So, sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. And then and what? Api sarvam, further api also, sarvam jivitam alpameva. All life, jivitam means life. All life is short. You take Brahmaji's life, that is also short. Brahmaji just put an application to Lord Yama, he lengthened it, because even though he may live for so many yugas, or one whole yuga, 4 yugas, one kalpa, he lives for 4 yugas, still it is short, because he will come to an end. Hey Antaka, oh you end maker, you should know this. Yeah, and then what? And then sarvam jivitam alpameva, everything, all life is short. It's just relatively long perhaps. And then therefore, when that is the case, let all these song and dance of which you have made of this boon, the song and the dance and the singer and the dancer and the celestial BMWs that you offered, called Rathas, may they remain with you only. You know, in Hindi we say, Aaphi ko Mubarak ho, means what? May you be blessed by them. Don't bless me with them. You continue to be blessed by them. I have no use for them. What I am looking for is that where there is no jara, where you are not in the picture, where antaka, I am not bothered by the anta, by any endings. I want immortality. I don't want that which is degenerative, that which has a degenerative effect on me. I want to find out what is it that survives you. That is what I want. So best you keep and get blessed by all those things which you are instead offering to me. So what does he say? Shvo bhavishyanti, na bhavishyanti va, iti sandihyamanah, eva, yesham bhavah, bhavanam, tvaya, upanyasthanam, bhoganam, te, shvobhavaha. Yeah, he resolves this compound, shvobhavaha, shvo bhavishyanti nava. Whether they will remain tomorrow or not, iti sandihyamanah. There is a doubt. Whether they will remain tomorrow or not, meaning what? They will not remain tomorrow. Yeah, whether they will outlive today or not is a doubt. And those that are subject to this doubt, yesham bhavah bhavanam, whose being is subject to this doubt, which is, what are they? Tvaya upanyasthanam bhoganam. All the things that are listed. Upanyastha means this big great list of bundling delights. All these delights rolled into one, which were listed by you. Upanyasthanam, that which was set forth by you, they all come under Shvobhavaha, means their being is subject to time, meaning they are all finite ityartha. Okay? Understood? Yeah. So, Tvaya, by you, Upanyasthanam, listed, Bhoganam, objects of delights, all of them are short-lived ityartha. Kincha manushyasya kimcha martyasya manushyasya antaka he mrityo yad etat sarvendriyanam tejah tat jarayanti apakshayanti apsaraf pravritayah bhogaha anarthaya eva ete dharma virya prajna tejah yashah prabhrittinam kshapayatritvat. Very matured, very beautiful statement. He says, Kimcha, furthermore, martyasya antaka, oh the ender of people, oh the swallower of all mortals, he mrityo, oh death, in other words, yad etat, these, which you have outlined, sarvendriyanam tejah jarayanti, that is from the Shruti, and he says, apakshayanti. Apakshayanti means they lead to the decay, not only of the sense organs, but also of the moral fiber. This, he's going to talk about that. Overindulgence in ragadveshas, what is it going to do to me ethically as a person? If I can have from you whatever I want, what are my values for? What did I do to so long to cultivate dharma for? What did I do all this for? Not to just sit down and indulge in all this. That's not what the whole point is. He says, so apakshayanti, and what apakshayanti? Apsara prabhritayah. The things of the nature of heavenly nymphs and all the accoutrements they come with. They rob you of, they make you slow down, not in a good way. They slow you down intellectually. They burden you because you become dependent upon them, and then you cannot live without them. They enslave you. And this is a very nice response to him saying, Paricharayasva, make them into your slaves. Let them wash your feet. Here, yes, they may be overtly under my, command, but my ragadveshas are, in demand. They are enslaved by these ladies and all their accoutrements because I become dependent on them. And then I become weak inside. The moral fiber, my ethics are all shaken up. And then he says, Bhogaha anarthaya eva ete. So all these objects, Bhogaha is Bhogyate iti Bhogaha, these Bhogas, what is that? These objects of enjoyment are anarthaya eva, are purposeless. Anarthaya means for the sake of being useless. In other words, they are useless. They are not serving any purpose whatsoever. Anarthaya eva ete. Why? Because kshapayitritvat. The tvat always means hetu. The reason is given in the fifth case. So, kshapayitritvat, because they cause, immeasurable decay. Decay of what? Dharma. They make you compromise what is correct and what is wrong. Because the more you indulge, the more you want, there is no freedom from this desire. The desire keeps on going from one, forest to another forest like a fire. So from one set of ragadveshas to another set of ragadveshas, the desire migrates, setting in place a huge conflagration that consumes dharma, that consumes my own ethics, my understanding of Ishvara in the form of that which is manifest as the cosmic flow of what is correct, incorrect, right, wrong. All these things is just the fire of desire, and the ragadveshas conflagration has consumed this dharma. And then what else does it consume? Virya. Virya means strength. Yeah. Strength. The physical strength goes. If you keep listening to heavenly nymphs, you become a couch potato, palace potato, throne potato, because he is a king now. You become a throne potato, sit on your velvet throne and just keep listening to things and listening to dance and looking, listening to music, looking at the dance. You don't move out of that. It's the same thing that's why I told that study. Sitting in front of the television or sitting in front of the ladies, it's the same thing. Virya, it saps you of your strength. Virya is also life force. It shortens your life. And then what else does it kshapify? And prajna. What is prajna? Discrimination here. Discrimination. Like what to indulge, how much to indulge, when to not indulge. All these, so that kind of wisdom. It's not exactly wisdom in terms of, what is that? Wisdom means like Atmajnanam? No. Yeah. Atmajnanam, no. They take away. They take away dharma. Dharma here is also karma phala. So everything that, because I may do something wrong. And I may do something wrong, so I am accruing karma. So they take away the good karma. Because I may cut some corners because being enslaved by these desires. They take away strength, virya. They take away discrimination, prajna, the ability to know that this is enough, alambhava. and then they take away tejaha. We have discussed that. Tejaha means brilliance and the sharpness of the mind, the sharpness of the response, the sharpness of the senses, the mindfulness, tejaha. You know, anything you go, the person is just lost in their own, like that, dreaming of these ladies all the time. How useless, you know. So tejaha, you know, and then tejaha also goes, and then tejaha kshayati, apakshayati, and then what else? Yashaha. Yashaha, finally, you know, yashaha means the fame, but here it doesn't really mean fame, because he was already going to be famous because having these ladies around him, but it is the fame that comes from being an upstanding citizen in the society, fame coming from dharma. That's why it closes with fame and starts with dharma. The fame from being an upright, well-adjusted, contributing, dharmic citizen in the society. That fame, what you are well known for. Your own status, not in terms of job or what you have, but your ethical, you know, your ethical repertoire that makes you well known in society. And you know, alukshaha dharmakamaha syuhu, what says Taittiriya Upanishad says, that in case of doubt, if you don't know what is to be done, what is not to be done, approach a person who is alukshaha, means a lover of dharma, you know, dharma kamaha, the one who is a follower of dharma and who is well known in society. So that kind of yashas goes, because the more you indulge in, the people see you being sapped from your energy, being a unwilling slave to all these delights, they're not going to respect you. That's why I said you will have fair weather friends, nobody lasting. And you what kind of a legacy? Yashas is also the legacy I'm going to leave behind. What are people going to know me for? Someone who had a lot of orgies? That's not what I want to be known for. You know, this is not, you know, this is not what I want to be known for. And so therefore, that being the case, you know, and furthermore he says, shall we finish this? Yeah, few more lines, okay? Yeah. So then he says, Yam chapi dirgha jivikam tvam ditsasi tatrapi shrinu. Furthermore, I am not done yet. Continue to listen. Shrinu. Shrinu what? The Shrinu, you know, about what? So about the topic of that long life which you are ditsasi, datum ichhasi, that you are desirous of giving me. Listen about that also. I have a few things to say about that long life piece of the bundle, the first bundle that you were offering, wealth plus long life bundle. I have something to say about it. Please continue to listen. Sarvam yat brahmanopi jivitam ayuhu alpameva kimuta asmadadi dirgha jivika kimuta asmadadi dirgha jivika. Sarvam means all the people, starting from Brahmaji, who lives for 4 yugas. They are all what? You know, alpayuhu eva. They are all short-lived. Because, hey Antaka, you are the ending of all of them. You are the bad news that cuts short all their lives. So don't say that anything is everlasting. This long life that you are giving me is short-lived. So look at Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is also worried. Will he wake up in the next morning to read his favorite newspaper, Jagat News? And will he be there or not? He is concerned. What to talk about Asmadadi, people like us. Asmadadi, you know, Asmadadin Prati. What to talk about people like us? Kimuta. This is called a logic. Kimuta means what to talk of. This is called Kaimutika Nyaya. Kaimutika Nyaya means Kimuta, logic, and Kaimutikam means, really speaking, it's a rhetorical question. What to talk of us? If Brahmaji is also subject to end, even after he being the creator of the universe, what to talk of mortals such as us who are Shvobhavaha? Whether we are going to be here tomorrow or not, we don't know. Just like your bhogas. Hey Antaka. Ataha tavaiva tishtantu vahaha rathadayah tatha nritya gite cha ataha, therefore, tavaiva tishtantu, let them remain with you. Who? These BMWs and these, Rathadayah. That's why he gives Adayah. Adi Shankara also knew there will be BMWs and these other vehicles, celestially powered vehicles. You never have to stop for gas, and because they're always charged. You never have to recharge them. So celestial BMWs and, celestial Benz and all these celestial Vahas, let them remain with you. You enjoy them because you have this way of putting an end to everyone's life. And then here, instead of showing me how to be immortal, you have the temerity to offer me more finite things. You enjoy them, keep them, It's like when some rich person, Bill Gates, this is a story, this is a real story. He went to one kiosk, like the American version of a pawn shop, not pawn shop, like a small grocery shop, mom pop grocery shop. And then of course, being Bill Gates, he only had $100 bills. Yeah, that's why he's called Bill. He is full of bills. Never ending bills. And so he gave $100 bill and he bought some $2 chewing gum, some candy, something he brought, something small. And then he said, keep the change. That's why it came in the paper, because he said, please keep the change. Usually, if you buy coffee or something, you may have 50 cents, 40 cents, 30 cents. If it's 60 cents or 40 cents, you say, okay, please put it in a tip jar. Yeah. And here the tip was so big that the mom and pop tipped over this tip, and so they tipped over out of sheer shock. And so this is what, keep the change. You can have a certain largesse, because $100 bills, his name himself is Bill. So if the one whose name is Bill, he's not going to be worried about small bills. $100 is a small bill for him. It's a small change. So he can afford to say keep the change, because he has this largesse. He's got security. He's got contentment, relatively speaking. And so he can afford to do that in this example. So Nachiketa also is so secure, he says keep the change. This is all just small change. This is all just little song, dance, little keh, this little violin, the celestial fiddle and the fiddlers. You please keep them on your roof. Don't send them to me. Yeah, this is what he says. Shows the maturity. Tomorrow we'll analyze this further, what all it shows. Tomorrow we'll take a little, refresher course in the six-pack. Yeah, Shamadayah. Yeah. Shamadayah, and then we'll do a checklist. We'll do our own Upanyasa list of what all Nachiketa has, and should we allow him to have his third bone, we will discuss tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. We did a lot today, huh? How many verses?